Hello again, guys. Welcome back. This is Comic Kid here again, and today I'm walking you guys through my personal comic and figure collection. I do want to take a moment to thank James Atkins for recommending it, and I hope you guys enjoy. Now, as y'all just saw in the bins and in all of these boxes are just straight comics. We have my fiance's Nightwing and Batgirl statue hanging there. Few of my Batmobiles. Some of y'all would recognize the Sean Murphy one. Now, these are some of my more high-end figures. I have the Real Action Heroes Flashpoint Batman, as well as the Sideshow older Batman figure. And then we have my Hot Toys down here. I have the Ben Affleck BVS, Henry Cavill Superman from Man of Steel, and the Batman Arkham City one. Between the three of them, the Ben Affleck one is my favorite, not sure why. And those bins there are just some loose and older figures, and then on top of that we have even more comics. Now, I did just move into a new place, so I don't have a whole lot of wall art up, so some of the backgrounds might look a little bare, and I apologize for that. But I was excited to kind of show off all the stuff that I've just recently unboxed. I have my little shrine to Zatanna there. She's always been one of my favorites. Some Batman black and whites. These are the few Marvel statues that I have. And then just some classic DC ones down at the bottom. I also apologize if things look a mess. We haven't quite unboxed everything yet, but hopefully you guys will be able to see everything pretty clearly. On top of this IKEA fixture we have are a lot of my boxed figurines, along with some more statues. And then this is mostly my fiance's figure shelf. Some of them are mine, like that Tim Drake Robin in the back there is mine. Other than that, that's her entire shrine to Dick Grayson. These are the few anime figures we have. Both of us are big My Hero people, and then that's her little Harley shrine. Just a few miscellaneous ones. We eventually plan on filling that space. And then this here we like to call the Lone Ass. It's part of the Dr. Manhattan DC figure from the movie. We just thought it was a really unique accessory, and so we gave it its own thing. Now, once again, each and every one of these boxes down here are full of comics. There's nothing else in them except for empty figure boxes to prop things up. Now, here we have my fiance's graphic novel collection, and then these are a few of my own miscellaneous ones. Some of them are hers as well, though. Most of these pops here are going to be hers as well, and then these are just all of her regular novels. This is some of our game stuff here. We are big board game people. We love doing a bunch of different RPGs. These are just kind of some of the accessories for that. You won't see all of our board games in this video, but that's just a few of them. They're my hardcover graphic novels. And then these are some extra Batman figures and pops of mine. And then my graphic novel collection. It is organized by publisher and then title. All of these pops are mine as well, and then that binder down there is full of old Pokemon cards of mine, as well as room to expand, just because I'm always grabbing more and more graphic novels. These are the few Nendoroids that I have. Both of them were given to me as gifts from good friends of mine. And then this piece here is one of my favorites. It's the Justice League Batmobile from Mattel. It is designed to hold a 6-inch figure. There is a Batman in there. This is the back just to show you guys how detailed it is. And I know that's a comic book parademon. I could not find a movie one to save my life, at least one that was under 50 bucks. And so I do have a Jason Momoa Aquaman. You can kind of see the tactical Ben Affleck Batman in there. But there it is. Easily one of my favorite pieces in the collection. Now, this is in a different room in my house, but these are going to be a lot more of my standard figures. And that Zatanna poster you guys saw is actually a hand-drawn custom from Tony S. Daniel, who's a professional in the comic industry. These are the DC Villains shelf. Now these shelves will feature a bunch of different kinds of toys, like some are DC Essentials, some are Icons, some are Multiverse, etc. But there they are. Now, as I mentioned previously, I did have some Watchmen figures. This will be them. Eventually, I'd love to get all the comic book ones, but it's really hard to find a Comedian and a Rorschach, especially for under 50 bucks with box and all that as well. And this is all the main DC figures I have, and we'll take a closer look here real soon. Now I do plan on hanging some lights up here just to make them a little easier to see, but I shined a light directly on them just so y'all could see them a little better, at least for this video. Now they are organized by type. We have like New Gods, JSA, JLD, and then you start getting into the main Justice League here. And then you have a small little collection of the Bat family in the back there, and then the Teen Titans, Red Hood and the Outlaws, and then more Teen Titans. Now these figures off to the left are going to be some of my like nicer, higher end ones, mostly Mafex and Mezcos, but there are 2 Revoltechs in there as well. In the back there is the brown Mezco Wolverine. These are some of my miscellaneous figures, just a bunch of different types of them. Stuff that I didn't really have enough of to give their own shelf, so they just all kind of got lumped together. And then down at the bottom here we have my Star Wars Black Series collection. They are paired based on episode as well. Now up here we have my miscellaneous kind of Marvel ones, basically duplicates of characters and so on. These are my Marvel villains, and I do plan on expanding this selection as well. You'll see a few more of them in just a sec. Now at the very top above all of those are going to be my X-Men figures. Most of these are going to be Marvel Legends. There are a few that aren't, especially those in the back, but this is gonna be all my X-Men. Got Wolverine miscellaneous figures off to the left there, and then villains slash anti-heroes kind of off to the right, and then you get into my main for Marvel Legends. Now these aren't exactly organized in any particular way. On the left side they kind of are, but for the most part it's just like Avengers, like darker Avengers on the right. You get kind of some Defenders, Fantastic Four in the back. But the left side of the shelf is devoted entirely to Spider-Man. You have Spider-Man villains on the left, and then right in the middle of the shelf there are the actual like Spideyverse characters that I have. Here's a bit of a closer look at everything, some of the ones in the back as well. And then down at the bottom here, I did hang some webs and have even more Spider-Man figures to kind of show off. But yeah. And that'll be everything for today, guys. Thanks again to James for recommending I do this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Please feel free to click like and subscribe, and I will see you all again real soon.